everyone and welcome to Engineer's Edge, a podcast series by I²IT. In this series, we answer your simple queries related to engineering as a career option. Right from what is engineering, who can pursue it, what is the procedure, what are the skill sets that's required to thrive in this industry, what are the upcoming technology that is coming in this market. We answer everything. Today, we are going to talk on a different topic rather than engineering. Have you ever heard the word study-life balance? I'm sure you would have heard the word work-life balance. But how about study-life balance? This is exactly what we are going to talk on. So today we have with us Professor Madhuri Reddy. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, thank you for having me over.
Ma'am, you are a professor in civil engineering and you manage the admission process. You head admissions and you are the chief examination officer at I²IT. Am I correct?
That's right.
Like having so many things on your plate, like I think it is a little difficult to manage everything.
I wouldn't say difficult. Yes, it is challenging, but not unachievable.
Okay, as I mentioned earlier that you had the admissions. Every year, I would say hundreds of students might be visiting our college for admissions. Now, what I've observed is that they carry different notions which are heard from their parents or relatives. One might be that engineering is very difficult. One need to study hard. There are a lot of assignments, and you need to go for like late night submissions, everything. And another perspective, what I've heard is that no, engineering is just a piece of cake. You know, there would be 4 years exam though, and you would pass, and ultimately you would land up to like a good package. So, in these scenarios, since you have been with these students from so many years, what is your perspective? So, ma'am, according to you, what is the common perception does this Gen Z carry regarding engineering when they first enter their engineering?
Yeah, so when they enter engineering, your second option, which you have mentioned, they come with those kind of thoughts. Yes, after struggling a lot in the 11th and 12th, and parents constantly telling them, "एक बार engineering में आ जाओ, सब कुछ easy हो जाएगा." They come with that mindset, thinking everything is just going to be a cakewalk. Number two, students who are entering engineering in the last few years, they are more attached to the frills which are attached to engineering. So each one comes into our campus thinking that in the next 4 years probably I'll be sitting next to Sundar Pichai or something. And it's only once they get into the college that they realize that, oh my God, this is not going to be easy. This is going to be a lot of assignments, a lot of late nights, and that is when they start thinking, ki, why did I?
Okay. So does this narrative change during the course of time? I mean, in the third year till final year?
Yes, it does. So for the initial first year, say first year and the beginning of second year, they find it challenging to cope up with the schedules, to cope up with the submissions and all these things. But then eventually, as we always say, engineering is just not about 4 years and 44 subjects. It teaches you a lot. So it teaches you how to manage time, how to manage the submissions, lot of these things along with having a good time on campus. So students learn that from their peers, and yes, as they learn the 44 subjects which are there in the 4 years, they learn a lot many skills which probably would help them for their future life, which includes academics and non-academic things.
Okay, wonderful. Ma'am, like as I've mentioned that you had the admissions. You teach one of the difficult subjects in first year of engineering, that is engineering mechanics.
Right.
And also you are a college's chief examination officer. Now, this is too much on a professional front. However, at your personal side, you are a marathon runner, and I guess,
right,
if I'm not wrong, you have done 22 half marathons.
Yes.
And you're also a certified yoga trainer. Okay, so too many things on your plate. How do you strike a balance between these two?
Yes, so clearly one is my profession, which I love, and one is exercise. Working out has been my passion for many years now. It's been about 30 years. It's a part of me. So, like, I take time for having my food, for, whatever things, the regular things like we always take out time for eating or spending time with family. Yes, this is another part of me. So like my kids, I think this is equally important for me. That is how I've been able to manage.
Okay, wonderful. So, as you said, that it has become part of your life. Now, if we observe students' scenario, their lifestyle, they too have hectic schedule. I mean, as you also mentioned that late night submissions are there. Whole day they are attending classes in the college. Then maybe some assignment work, project work, seminars. Few might be doing freelancing work also. And not to I would also like to mention these students nowadays a lot into gaming thing. So maybe like till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. they are watching YouTube series or Insta shorts or playing games. Now, my point of saying this is that we are disturbing the sleeping cycle. Now, if sleeping cycle is disturbed, somewhere or the else, our eating habits are also disturbed. This is unnecessary creating lifestyle disorders. So, as you are managing both these areas, I think our students also need to manage. So, what can you say about that? How can our students strike this balance that of maintaining a healthy lifestyle and at the same time paying attention to their studies also?
Yes. So I often keep telling students, fortunately or unfortunately, this age between say 17, 18 to 22 is the time for you to study. It's the time for you to build a career. It's the time for you to build habits and have lots of fun. So that is the period which probably all of us have. So we need to make maximum use of that. Every student has to make maximum use of that. And maximum use of that time can come only from discipline, by which I mean discipline as in have a set routine. Have a routine for yourself. You have a timing for lot of for each thing. Say this is your study time, this is a time where you can pursue a hobby, this is a time for your friends, which is very very important. This is time for in general just loitering around doing masti. So have these specific timelines. And yes, learn to manage your distractions. So like especially when it comes to exercise, I always tell students, just like how you just take time out to have a meal or to scroll through your WhatsApp. Take out half an hour that will rejuvenate you for your and help you with your studies, with lot of other things. So I would say that it is difficult, but yet it is not it's not that it is not achievable. Little bit of discipline and perseverance is what is required.
Correct, absolutely correct. You also mentioned that this is the age of doing masti mazak, right? And yes, I too believe it that friendships are important. These social connections play an important role in our life. So I want to know from your side that what role exactly do these social connections or relationships play in supporting a student's well-being?
Yes, social connections and connection with friends is very important for the holistic development of a student, and it not only helps a student during his academic years but also in his career path ahead. So yes, student need to be connected with his peers, with people around. It's 4 years of engineering is not only about books and the university or the college classroom. It is a lot which you learn in outside the classroom. So yes, friends, definitely they are your biggest support system, since most of the students tend to stay away from their families. Yes, so friends, social connections, they're all important for you to grow as an individual and, achieve your academic excellence as well.
And I believe they are the biggest stress busters in our life.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we of course have a lot of memories with them which last long in life. Okay, if we consider like I²IT college, we are quite supportive towards students development. So considering this rising stress level among students, does our college support in any way in terms of programs or in terms of support events, so that students can manage these stress level?
Yes, absolutely. At I²IT, the amount of focus, there is an equal amount of focus on the academics, which is, covered by the classroom sessions. And we also strongly believe that a student needs to develop, he needs to be an all-rounder to excel in life. So a lot of importance is given to extracurricular activities. When I say extracurricular activities, it could be cultural, it could be sports, it could be technical events on campus. And for physical fitness, we have, yoga classes going around. We have our gym on campus. So a lot of these things. Apart from that, students come up with different kinds of clubs. So when it is done by students, it makes it all the more interesting. So and what we have noticed with the, majority of the student group is they are, they come up with a new dimension when they are with these things which are other than the classroom sessions. So yes, we do support a lot of extracurricular activities on campus.
Oh, it's wonderful to know about these activities. Now, before we move on to our last question, I want to quickly have one rapid fire round with you. So it would be very simple questions, and you need to answer really quick and in a concise manner.
Okay, let me see how rapid I can make it and how fiery I can make it.
Okay. Okay, let's begin.
Yes,
Describe Madhuri in 3 words.
this is me.
Oh, fit, fine, fab. So Madhuri is fit, fine, and fab. Okay, wonderful. What is your mantra for good health?
Mantra for good health is discipline, and yes, the peace I feel when I'm quite a spiritual person. So the 2 minutes of prayer or whatever is what brings in a lot of positivity into me every morning.
So discipline.
Discipline and spiritual, or the, some a connect with Almighty, if I say.
Your best stress buster.
Workout, it could be a run, it could be 1 hour in the gym, it could be a yoga session, anything to do with physical activity.
Your most memorable moment with I²IT students.
In fact, yes, I can't pinpoint a single memory, because it's been almost 12 years me being on this campus. I have a lot of memories with each batch. In like, and I have seen a change. I know this is not a rapid fire answer because I'm not able to pinpoint, but the best memory is when students come back and tell, "Ma'am, आप हमारी favorite हो."
Oh, wonderful. Okay, going with the last question now. What do you feel when students neglect their health?
Yes, it's sad to see students, with unhealthy habits. I uh, I only visualize, what the student would be like after 10 years, 15 years, when they actually get into the grind of corporate or, working. And yes, I feel like, they need to do something, even if it is for a small duration of time. But yes, every student, every person rather, needs to do something for themselves for at least half an hour a day.
Moving on to our last question, ma'am. What advice would you like to give to our Gen Z audience?
Gen Z audience, they're already well informed about a lot of things, probably much, much, much more informed than what I was at their age. But yes, again, I say make make maximum, out of these few years in college. Make the best of friends, have a blast, but not neglect the career and well-being, health, these things. So just have a blast, enjoy yourself, and be very, very responsible.
Okay, wonderful. So I love that word, be responsible. So nice. Thank you, ma'am. It was lovely talking to you. And you have taken out time from your busy schedule and chose to be here. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So friends, I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Like our video, share our video with your friends. If you have any queries related to what is engineering, or if you want to know more about any sector of engineering, feel free to contact us. You can email us or you can give a phone call. We are here to help you out. Our social media handles are running on the screen. Follow us for more such videos. Thank you very much.